April is National Financial Literacy Month, and it comes as prices are rising and inflation is still part of the national economy. Joining us today is financial expert Beatriz Acevedo, who is partnering with Verizon to share savings strategies and tips for stretching your budget in this tough economy. Welcome.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
Now, why is it important to recognize Financial Literacy Month?
I think it's so important that today more than ever, we really have a grip on our finances, not just during this month, but every single month of the year. And I'm very excited to be partnering with Verizon with this 3-year lock guarantee on your mobile plan, on your internet plan, because if there's one thing that we could do as a big change in a positive way for our finances is having a tight budget. And nothing is better for a budget than predictability. And obviously having a number that you know that you can put in that budget that is not going to change is one of the best things that we can do.
And it's so important to be smart about spending and add value. What are some budgeting strategies to help consumers?
There's so many budgeting methods that people can use based on their lifestyle, but one that I really like is a 50-30-20 rule, which says that you're going to be divvying up your paycheck into 50%. Half of it should go to absolutely things that you need, that are critical, that you can't live without, right? Your rent, your food, your car payment, etc. The other 30% a little bit more flexible. Those are your wants more than your needs. And then 20% should usually go into saving, into investing, or into paying off debt. If you sort of manage it that way, no matter how much money you make, you are going to be in really good shape and have both a discipline but also a little bit of flexibility.
Now, as co-founder of Suma Wealth, a platform that empowers Latinos with financial tools and cultural content, can you share a top tip for being smart with money?
Of course, there's so many tips, but I would say one that you always want to be careful about is to have no surprises, right? That you know exactly how much you're paying for different things. And this is why this Verizon Price Lock is a very, very big game changer, because for 3 years, you're going to know exactly what you're going to be paying for your internet, what you're going to be paying for your mobile device, for your texting, for absolutely everything. And if you upgrade that plan, those 3 years can reset and you can get additional 3 years. So that is very important. But other tips also that you can be mindful about is look into your subscriptions. Those tend to creep up all the time. That is very important. Set your savings and your payments on automatic, especially if you already know how much that bill is going to be. You're able to just set those recurring payments. You will never be late. You don't have to be thinking about it. That is also very, very important. So those would be my top 3 go-to tips.
And what are some other money-saving advantages?
Yes, of course. The Price Lock Guarantee is for not just new customers, but also current customers, which is fantastic. We love that. And then one other tip that I wanted to talk about is make sure that you negotiate. Sometimes we're a little bit afraid or embarrassed to negotiate, but it is important to ask, what is available to me? What's available to my family? Is there a family plan? Is there something for senior citizens? Or there is also a plan that I really love about Verizon and their commitment to our community that's called Verizon Forward. So if your family cannot afford the full price of internet, there are options to you. So ask about these plans. They are available, sometimes not advertised fully. So it's important that we become a little bit of detectives and look into what is available to us, but always ask. It is important. You don't ask, you don't get. With Verizon, obviously, we know all these prices are available, but with any other of your expenses, it is important that you ask what is available for you and for your family.
And where can we go for more information?
For more information, people can call 1-800-VERIZON or go online to verizon.com.
Beatriz, we thank you so much for sharing these smart strategies to save and budget to give our families peace of mind.
Thank you so much for having me. Appreciate it.
And we thank you for joining us on San Diego Living. We'll see you next time.